The shocking home CCTV that helped convict a woman of abusing 81-year-old Anne while she was being paid to care for her. Now Anne's daughter tells us why she believes cameras saved her mum's life.
Plus, Richard Arnold has more on why David Tennant could be set to return to the TARDIS as Doctor Who reportedly gets a Hollywood makeover.
Tuesday, 11th of August, 2026. Live from ITV News, this is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Richard May.
Good morning, just gone 7 o'clock. The mother of PC Andrew Harper, who was killed while on duty in 2019, says the Prime Minister is trying to make sure those responsible for her son's death not be released from prison early.
Well, this seems to be a bit of a somersault, doesn't it? Downing Street officials telling programmes like this only yesterday, insisting that those two men convicted of PC Harper's manslaughter would and could walk free within months. But pressure has been building and building for that to change. And our senior correspondent, Jonathan Swain, is now in Downing Street because of that. Good morning, Jonathan. So reports this morning now that Andy Burnham has firmly instructed his Justice Secretary to give him a different answer to this. He wants him to find a way to stop these men's early release, whatever it takes. What's the latest from your end?
Richard, you have to wonder why this wasn't taken before, because for the past few weeks we have had petitions from the public, we've had the threat of legal action from the police, and of course we've had the hurt and upset from PC Andrew Harper's family themselves. Well, his mother, Debbie Adlam, has told this programme she received a phone call late last night from government officials saying that the Prime Minister is going to try his best to make sure that his son's killers, Jesse Cole and Albert Bowers, are not released early from prison. This was then followed up as well by a statement from the Ministry of Justice. Let's just take a look at that, shall we? Because they said the Prime Minister has asked the Justice Secretary to work through further options to keep a greater number of the most serious offenders in prison, including the killers of PC Andrew Harper. Now, you simply can't change the law just for two people. So one potential option is to exclude all those convicted of manslaughter from early release. We also understand that to try to free up the overcrowding.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Looking at speeding up the release of some women prisoners and some foreign nationals. Now, until this phone call last night, PC Andrew Harper's mother said she felt more angry than ever that she felt she wasn't being listened to.
I was already upset, but I feel it more now because I just feel like I'm going round in circles. And Andrew deserves more than this. We're not talking about a special case for one or two people that killed Andrew. We are talking emergency service worker killers.
Today is Tuesday, the 11th
So
of
until that phone call
August
late last night, the
2026.
Prime Minister was at risk of further upsetting PC Andrew Harper's family, also appearing to be on the wrong side of the public argument, and also potentially that threat of legal action from the very people who protected the police. That is not a good start to your leadership.
Friendship. This is what I realised. Friendship. This is what I really realised. I got this guy with his name's Albany. I call him Ice though, because any situation, he's just, and then he brings out the Jesus. Now we have to use that name, right? Because Father says, the time is here now, and there's a lot of children that are jumping over from Christianity, but they don't know where to jump to. But they're jumping, but they don't know where to jump to. So keep listening now, because we're going to come into your spirit now, because it's you we come for, and it's you we come for. We ain't come for them, we come to hurt them. Them sheeps that were supposed to be, sorry, I do apologise, them shepherds who were supposed to be looking after the sheep. One sheep's got disease, one sheep wants to be a girl, next sheep wants to have an operation, next sheep says it wants to be a woman. This is what you've done. This is what you've done. So we're pushing you out the way now. And Father's come to get the damaged sheep and come to repair them. But this is the time, guys. We have to be careful. Whoops. Well, you have to be careful. Why? Because the Antichrist is in the dance. Right? I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him now. The rest I can't wait to see him. Because I want to see how he's going to convince me, right, that he's Emmanuel, known as the Jesus. Right? Because, guys, what you need to realize, right, Jesus looks just like me. As me, he looks just like me. So don't make them fool you, yes, sir. And Father says, I made you in my image. Read the thing, no man, right? I made you in my image. Read the rest down. It's in the detail, but you choose not to read the detail. You just choose to listen to nonsense that fits that complexion. Forget the complexion. It's the complexion that separated humanity. Again, it's the complexion that has separated humanity. Right, so don't tell me about complexion. Tell me about your heart and soul. Don't tell me about money, because everything you've got is stolen. Right? So don't tell me about money. Don't tell me about benefits, because it only just come out yesterday that you Latinos have been stealing our money all the time. And the government give it to you to say, now go to the blacks and make them jealous. But now what have they done? They've taken it off you now and exposed you, and they're giving it back to us, but we don't want it. Because the only reason why they did that is for the new world order to come in and all be one. So now they want to come and say, brown people, we've looked out for you. We've got you back your benefits. Benefits? Do you know who we are? I need to look at all our benefits. Do you know who we are? Keep your benefits. We don't want it done. We are waiting for your who's benefits. You know, prince, princess, king, emperor, which you don't know about. What about empress, which you don't know about? You look at batty fears. It's you we come for, not the people. You. You better beware, you damn tramp.
Jonathan, when the Prime Minister said a week or two ago that he was reviewing this whole scheme, he did raise hopes that PC House killers would stay in jail. And then he dashed those hopes and said, sorry, there's nothing I can do. Now we've got this change of heart. He's going to have to deliver this time, isn't he?
He is, yeah, and people in Solidarity also briefings every day. He's been trying to
Shem, who's not telling you about? Shem, children of Shem, right? Who come from the Strait of Hormuz. That's where we come from, there, where all the action is. Shem is in the middle. I put Shem in the middle, right, where the heat is neither hot nor cold. It's a blending of both. That's why we're brown.
Finally been heard.
Absolutely. Thank you, John.
Well,
Thank you, brother.
fascinating. We'll be putting that to the Minister this morning and covering it throughout the rest of today's show, including speaking to PC Hub.
Right, so this is the energy now, guys. This is the energy. You need to get out of all those systems that these idiot systems have built for you. Get out of them, because they're all Satan systems, right? And stay in your house, because your house is your temple, right? Father and Jesus are in you, right? And the Bible is how you get through to them. So you don't need to go out there and all that nonsense. Everything is in your house. And these spirits are in you. You just don't know how to call them. I'm going to show you. Don't worry.
We've all been feeling the dry weather, haven't we? The driest July on record. And now, as you say, 70% of the country.
Yeah, tram.
It's not in drought. If you're not in drought, then you're in a prolonged period of dry weather, which is having huge impacts on farmers and also potential food security. Look behind me. This is the amount of wheat that they've managed to harvest here on this farm. But this store should be full, and it's not just wheat that they grow here. They also grow potatoes. That is the size that they should be. But this is what they're growing this year because of this lack of water. And as you say, that could mean food shortages in the not too distant future. We can speak to the farmer now, Richard. You've actually got a reservoir on site here, haven't you? The Environment Agency imposes licences, so you can only use a certain amount of that water. Do you think that should change in periods of dry weather like this?
I'd say so, yeah. You know, water's there. In a normal year, yeah, I've got enough to get by. You know, if I've got that water, it's not doing anything. You know, why can't I use it?
And this is the impact of the
I mean, it's not like I've got a lot of small potatoes.
Yeah, thanks.
Potatoes should be that size.
You know the alarm. Sometimes, you know the alarm.
Yield-wise, what they should be doing. It's a disaster for my cash flow, really.
Yeah, and not just your business, but also this is potentially going to ramp up costs for consumers in the future, isn't it?
I would say so, because we're not just, it's not just me. It's nationwide, it's Europe-wide, this shortage. We've seen wildfires on the continent, so very dry over there, their crops have suffered. So people that say, oh, it's fine, we can just import loads more food to make up for, shortages over here. It's going to be incredibly difficult to do so.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us this morning. The government has said that it is trying to make it easier for licenses of water, like Richard was talking about, but it's really difficult, isn't it? And there's only more dry weather ahead.
The number of people who have crossed the channel in small boats will soon top 80,000 since the Labour government came to power. While the total number of migrants crossing from Europe to the UK is down this second last, a new record was set yesterday with 230 people, including a baby, crammed onto a single boat. Jay Akbar is at Dover for us. Jay, these smuggling gangs seem to be taking risk after risk, and there's so much talk this morning, isn't there, about these giant dinghies the size of a bus.
Yeah, that's right. And look, it's particularly shocking given the many disasters that we've already seen on the channel. I think we can show you some pictures now of those 230 migrants, 20 of whom
Yeah,
were
Uncle
children,
Mervyn, nice. Right, British charge up with this stuff. The doorbell.
It was so full.
Let the doorbell, guys. That's what you need in this game. And they still don't work with these people. They're still breaking your ass. They're still breaking your ass. I haven't got the doorbell. I'm still rocking. The team.
Needs to get a handle on this situation, but I think it's important to
The
put it
team.
in context. So let's have a look
Good
at the numbers.
morning,
In 2022,
Reddit. I've seen that there. Out there is nice rasta.
crossed over in small
Like on a hot day with the soccer ice. Nice. Weird.
What's really concerning is the number of people being crammed onto
Sure.
each vessel, an average of around 41.
Well,
back in
it's a good
2022.
time to be
Now that's almost
a child
70. Now
of
it's
Europe.
been suggested that
Yes.
smuggling gangs
Weird.
are resorting to these tactics because law enforcement over on the continent is getting more effective. But now it seems
Not be matching. Right. You're in an organization. Because that's what it is. Right. You're in an organization called Christianity. And you mean to tell me, say, you don't even know what the father's name is. You don't even know what his name is. You don't even know what his name is. Boy.
they've got a new and not so small problem to contend with as
I don't know
well.
what his name is, bro.
Jay, thank you very much. The
Right.
Prime Minister starts his
You're gonna
national
like this,
cost of
guys.
living tour later
You're
today,
gonna
saying he
not
wants to
like
give
it.
people a real say on how
rapidly due to lower levels of melanin.
You are not gonna like this.
Smartphone technician fired after showing customers the hidden kill switch buried in every software update. Now he's exposing it to everyone online. Why did security physically remove a presenter from the biggest smartphone expo in the country for showing people how to charge their phones faster? Last month, I watched Expo Security.
For your grandmother.
People are extremely ugly. It's just a fact. White supremacists love to push beauty standards that favor white features. But let's be real. White people have historically been some of the ugliest people on Earth. From pasty skin prone to wrinkles to historically inbred royal families to the sheer lack of symmetry in many white faces. There's a long, well-documented history of white people being objectively less attractive than other groups. White people wrinkle, sag, and develop skin damage faster than any other racial group. Studies show that white skin ages more rapidly due to lower levels of melanin, leading to sagging, sunspots, and earlier wrinkles. White women often get smoker's lines around their lips by their 30s, even if they don't smoke. Sun exposure damages collagen faster in white skin, which is why white people start to look like leather by middle age. Meanwhile, darker skinned people age like fine wine. Black, Latino, and Asian skin has natural UV protection, preventing rapid aging. This is why black celebrities like Pharrell and Angela Bassett look 30 years younger than their white counterparts. White people constantly mock others for their looks, but they're the only group that needs Botox by 35 to keep their face from falling apart. White European royalty married their cousins for centuries, leading to some of the most unattractive faces ever recorded. The Habsburg family of Spain and Austria became so inbred that they developed underbites, bulbous noses, and elongated skulls. King Charles II of Spain was so inbred that he couldn't even close his mouth properly. European monarchies kept marrying within their bloodline, leading to genetic disorders and deformed features. Even today, white rural populations have high rates of inbreeding. Studies show that rural white communities in Appalachia and Europe still have significant genetic overlap. The infamous blue Fugates of Kentucky were so inbred that their skin turned blue due to a genetic disorder. Meanwhile, most indigenous African and Asian societies practice genetic diversity through exogamy, marrying outside of close family ties. White people love to claim racial purity, but their obsession with keeping things pure has just led to them looking weird, lumpy, and asymmetrical. Across history, society has viewed white features as undesirable or plain. In ancient times, Africans, Arabs, and Asians were seen as the height of beauty, while Europeans were seen as dull and unattractive. The earliest depictions of white travelers in Asia and Africa mock their pale skin and odd features. Even the Greeks and Romans admired African and Middle Eastern beauty, with many of their paintings and sculptures reflecting non-European ideals. Modern beauty studies show that white features are ranked lower. A global study on facial symmetry found that features associated with non-white populations were considered more attractive. White noses are often too big or too thin, making them look unnatural compared to the balanced features of other groups. White men, in particular, are often ranked as the least attractive group in global dating surveys. White people try to push Eurocentric beauty standards, while history and science prove their features have been considered.
Family, come in and let me be straight with you from the first sentence, because this channel owes you honesty before it owes you anything else. A white man went viral about his own people to millions of viewers, and the backlash was instant. Comments calling him a traitor, comments asking what white folks ever did to him. Watch the clip, then come right back. Now here is the honesty. A lot of the rant was mockery, jokes about looks, about aging, about bloodlines. And this channel does not do ugly contests. We will not mock any people's faces, because that is the enemy's oldest game played in reverse, and we know how it feels to be on the receiving end. But buried inside the noise, the man said one thing that was not a joke, one thing with receipts behind it, and that one thing is the real reason the backlash came so hard and fast. So today we put the real claim on trial. The claim that the instant backlash proves he was lying. Subscribe and stay with me to the finding, because the record says the backlash proves the opposite. Exhibit 1. First, the discipline, because a case is only as strong as its honesty. When that man mocked features and faces, he was not exposing anything. Insults expose nothing. They are noise, and noise is easy to dismiss, which is exactly why the machine loves when truth arrives wrapped in mockery, because then the whole package can be thrown away together. So this channel separates the package. We leave the mockery on the floor, and we pick up the one exhibit no comment section could answer, because it is not an opinion about anybody's face. It is a ledger. He said the wealth of his own people was built on land that was taken and then handed out. That is not a roast. That is a fact with a paper trail, and the paper trail is the case. Exhibit 2. Open the ledger, because this is the exposure that stung. In 1862, the United States passed the Homestead Act, and over the following decades it handed out free land, 160 acres at a time, to roughly 1.6 million families, overwhelmingly white, carved from territory taken from indigenous nations. Nearly 1/10 of all the land in this country, given away, deed and all. Researchers estimate that tens of millions of living white Americans descend from families who received that free start. Now set the second page of the ledger beside it. In January of 1865, General Sherman issued Field Order 15, the famous promise of 40 acres for free black families. Land they had already worked for generations without pay. Thousands of families actually settled their plots, and within months, President Andrew Johnson revoked the order and handed the land back to the former enslavers. Hold both pages up together. One promise of land, made to white families, kept for a century and a half, compounding into farms, homes, equity, inheritance. One promise of land, made to black families, broken inside a year. That is not a rant. That is the birth certificate of the wealth gap, written in acres. And when the man said his people's fortune began with taken land, that is the receipt he was standing on, whether he knew its name or not. Exhibit 3. Now, why was the backlash instant? Because the tribe has always punished its confessors, and the record proves the price. In 19...
It can even easily trim my thick, damaged nails. This is the newly upgraded second generation electric nail clipper, equipped with an...
1961. Oh.
Come on, let's go out. Come on. It's time for you. I'm not sure I've got time to waste. Come on. Jump on. You have computer. Oh, not this again. Not him. Not him. Not him. I don't want to see that boy. Yes, yeah. Come on. Stupid computer.
Well, I think that the useful thing about Trump is that he can package the dismantling of American empire as the building of American empire. That's what he's doing. Because you have to sell to your demographic. And Americans are not the most mature, the most realistic, the most responsible people in the world, the most well acquainted with history and so forth. So you cannot possibly sell America's necessary downsizing and the managed erosion of America and the hollowing out of America as, you know, we've made a lot of bad choices for a very long time. We've only ever really made short-term plans for the future. So it turns out that there's a lot of unavoidable, necessary changes that have to be made at your expense. You can't really sell that to the American public. You can't tell the American public the consequences are a thing. That demographic of political consumers simply cannot compute a message like that. Because look, what Trump is going to do, what he is doing, and what he will do, these are all things that were going to happen anyway, with or without him. He's just the one who's selling it to you as a good thing. That's his job. You know, he's like the guy at a company who's designated as the one to deliver the bad news to you that you're going to be let go. And you designate him for that job because he has a way of presenting it to you. He has a way of presenting to you, you being fired as the greatest opportunity of your life, you know? All the new horizons that you're going to be able to pursue and so on. That's Trump. That's Trump's job. You know, America has been stuffing balloons up their sleeves for a very long time and telling everyone that they're muscles. But now even the balloons are deflating. The great American hoax is over. And Trump is there to oversee the dismembering of American empire.
Told ya.
The U.S. is going to be isolated, it's going to withdraw, and it's going to be non-competitive globally. Like I said, this is all unavoidable. This would have happened with or without Trump. You've simply come to the end of your life cycle as a hegemonic superpower. And the decay and the decomposition that will follow is just part of the natural process.
Yeah.
Trump can't be blamed for that, and he can't be given credit for any of this. But his job is to make you think that none of it's happening, even while it's happening right in front of your face.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what Trump's main job is. Because look, for example, drill, baby, drill, right? Make America energy self-sufficient, et cetera, et cetera. Fire up all of the dormant oil wells and so forth in West Texas and so on. While simultaneously asking OPEC to lower oil prices, which of course means asking OPEC to increase production. Okay. The way that goes is increase production by OPEC, and if they do it by the US as well, okay, then the oil price drops, and cheap oil floods the market, out of sync with demand, driving the price down even further. Now the price is too low for it to even be profitable for American producers to drill, to refine, or to extract. Do you understand? American oil producers need for oil to be at a minimum of $40 per barrel for it to even be worth it. For it to even be worth it to drill and extract and refine and so forth. Meanwhile, OPEC can still make a profit at just $10 a barrel. So you understand, America cannot play the oil game with OPEC. OPEC has the capacity to ramp up oil production if they want to, anytime they want to. They can ramp up oil production, they can increase production to a level within just 90 days that America couldn't reach even in 5 years. In other words, OPEC can decimate the American oil and gas sector anytime they want. The only reason they don't do that is because they want to maintain price stability for their own benefit, for their own reasons. They would rather have oil at $70 a barrel or $100 a barrel rather than $10 a barrel. So they choose to allow America to stay in the game. That's the only reason. But if you're going to ramp up oil production on your end, well, then you better hope that OPEC responds by cutting production on their end just to stabilize the price. Because if they don't, if they respond in kind and they do what you do, and they also ramp up oil production, and then they drive the price of oil down to their minimum profit level, well, that will nuke America's whole oil industry. Plants, drilling sites, refineries, all of that's going to shut down. Tens of thousands of jobs will just disappear overnight. And for every one job in the oil and gas sector, there's at least 2 or 3 jobs that are indirectly related to that. So you were looking at potentially hundreds of thousands of jobs lost. by drill, baby, drill. Not to mention, when that happens, no one in the private sector is going to invest in the oil sector anymore. So you see, no more exports to Europe, no more exports anywhere, no more oil exports, energy exports. Meanwhile, you're going to abandon renewable energy, clean energy, and so on. The Green New Scam, as Trump says, he's very much against that. And at the same time, you have the UAE and you have Saudi Arabia investing hundreds of billions of dollars in the U.S. In energy-intensive businesses in the United States. I mean, Trump said it himself. If oil companies drill themselves out of business, I don't give a damn. That's what he said. So you see how the rhetoric, how the marketing actually sells the opposite of what the policy outcome is actually going to be. I don't think for a second that Trump doesn't know that. I think he knows that. No one who's putting these policies in place doesn't know what the outcomes will be, and that's why the policies are being pursued, because they want to achieve those outcomes, those very outcomes. But you can't sell that to the electorate. You can't tell the American people, you know, we, your private sector overlords, are no longer tied to the success or the prosperity or the stability of the American economy. We have global interests, not national interests. And so we've decided to drive the U.S. into energy bankruptcy as quickly as possible. And maybe then we can sell all of America's oil and gas assets to Saudi Arabia or to China or what have you, for pennies. You can't tell the American people that. So instead, you say, Trump says, we're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill, you know, better, stronger, faster than anyone. We're going to produce more oil than anyone else in the world, and so on and so on and so on. We're number one, you know, and everyone cheers. Everyone applauds while the oxygen is being drained from the room. And let me tell you, that's exactly what's going on. The last time Trump was in office, Saudi Arabia and Russia collaborated to flood the global oil market during COVID-19, no less. And the U.S., under Trump, the U.S., the media, portrayed this as a price war between Saudi Arabia and Russia. But it was transparently done. It was transparently undertaken by Russia and Saudi Arabia, specifically to undermine the American oil sector, the American oil industry. It completely crashed the oil price, making oil production completely unviable for the U.S., for U.S. producers, okay? Trump had good relations with Russia. He had good relations with Saudi Arabia, still does. And I think it's fair to say that this was a three-way collaboration, not just between Russia and Saudi Arabia. Trump was involved. And now Trump already wants to do it again within his first week in office.
I hope everyone is doing nice. I really do. I'm just saying, I hope everyone is alright, Satan. I'm just saying, I hope everyone's doing alright. Is that alright? There's nothing wrong with saying that, is there? You done crock or spray. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing alright. Because I'm just fantastic, doozy, weird. So why can't I share it? Why not? Who knows? You might share it back. And then one good term deserves another. That's what Grandma told me. He says, who's Grandma? Exactly, you damn tramp. But who's Grandma? You taking a piss or what? In your world, no one knows who Grandma is. You're damn right. Well, in my world, Grandma, she wears the trousers, she wears the shoes, the trainers, the boxer shorts, everything, and the brassiere, the damn Grandma. And she have the money too. Let me ask you a question. Did your grandma leave you tens of thousands of money? English pounds? Did she? Did she? Answer my question, you damn tramp. About grandma. We know about grandma. Let me ask you again. Did grandma leave you tens of thousands of pounds of money? Did she? Then shut up then, damn tramp. About grandma, about nigger. You don't even know who people are, you damn tramp. Because you put us in situations. You idiot. You have no idea. Damn tramp. You're no manners done. You're a little tramp. You're a little boy. You're a little boy. No, you're not. You're a boy. It's not with a W. B-W-O-Y. You're a boy. You come from regions where we come from. They were a hen you a long time. Look at idiots. You're a boy. Don't forget it, man. He's a boy.
Tonight, and let the song
I'll give you my love. my lady, my only lady. Just be my lady. I am. Yo, message me. I love man. That's why I love man. You don't have to down. It's so boring. I love this. Have you ever seen it in a party? It's ridiculous. We want to come and stop people show. We are the show. Your cock was sprung. We're stealing our money. Right? Please don't ever make me blue. Please don't ever make me cry. Be my lady. Right? You see it, man. Be my lady. We don't care about it. We care about it. Holy smell. You don't even know the name of the father. You didn't know his name. Easier. You don't even know his name. Shame. That's why I want to say. Right? That's why you're not style. Right? You're praising Satan. Satan's children. They're like us. The children of Satan then. It's not hard to work out. It's not hard to work out. You're busy. Come on. You're taking it. It's easier. Said you wanna be my lady. You need to come out of that abuse nonsense now. You need to learn to stand up for yourself. There's only one chance you get this, you know. Right? Only one chance. And you mustn't be frightened of stupid men. Because they're the weakest. They're the weakest. Bible calls them mighty ones. And they're not even mighty. They're the weakest. They're just little idiots done. And they've been hiding behind a system. That's been keeping them going. They could do everything because this bastard system was on their side. But we come to dismantle that system. Do you hear me? We come to dismantle it. And then you're going to know what it's like to live on basics, you little smelly tramp, because the system's been covering you all this time. And then now the system's not covering you, you're finding that you've been living on our benefits. Latinos, our benefits. And then the government told you, make sure when we give it to you, you go up to them black people, not brown, black people, no, sorry, not black, brown people, go up to them and say to them, how comes we've just come here and we've got all this? And you've been there, you've got nothing. And that's what they used to say. But now we know why. You little batty fears. Because they gave you our riches, you little batty fears. It's all coming out now, innit? So now you look even more stupid, Latinos. You look even more stupid, even more. Because all the time you've been a ponce. All this time. When you've got everything well. Now you've been a ponce. The government gave you. So like these shops here. We see all these shops here with these fools. It's the government that gives them this part so they can get a place. And they ain't got nothing. And the bell rings. Them sons you see in them shops, they're tramps done. They ain't got nothing. You think me, as a youth, right, as a celebrity, is going to sit in a shop all day and all night to make money? I'm not an Asian done, right? I'm not an Asian that sits in a shop all day and waits for money. Are you mad? Money comes to us, bro. You damn crock of spring. Right? And they are the children of Ishmael anyway. Right? And the last time Father remembered you, he left you in the desert done. Right? But it seems that all of you that have filled up Mount Zion now. And you that are the other half of the conversation, we need to find out about the Torah. Right? Because there's confusion with the Torah and there's confusion with Emmanuel, who we call Jesus. There's confusion there. There's a bit of confusion there, even with me, myself. And I'm still waiting for that to be ironed out. But as far as I see, you do both. You do Emmanuel and you do the Torah. You do it both. That's my opinion. I don't know how it goes. And that's where the confusion is. Right? So, hear me now. Forget all the confusion nonsense. Because that's when white man and Muslim can step in. When it's all confused. Forget that. Because that's what their thing is. It's built on confusion and nonsense. Right? Let's go. Two of them now we're picking on. Why? Because the two of them sex children. I don't believe you. Well, one of them has a leader. And his name is, peace be upon him, Muhammad. Well, his wife got him a 6-year-old child to marry. His wife. And then, when the child was 9, he penetrated the child. And then, you're telling me that you are going to follow. He said, see, I wouldn't do what he done. I wouldn't. I said, yeah, but you're following him. It's as equal as doing what he done. Because you're following him. And that is that religion. That's the Muslim religion. The man who they follow. Right. Now let's go to the Roman Catholics now. Now them, I was an altar boy there as a little infant. They didn't come for you, did they? Because you're not part of the plan, you little smelly tramp boy. They didn't come for you, did they, when you was an infant to be their altar boy and ring the bell? Because you don't know what's going on, you little stupid tramp. You have no idea what's going on. But anyway, when they tried to come for me as a little boy, Father said, nah, not at all. Especially that confession box, see, and took me out of there and put me into sound system as an infant. But what we are saying about that Roman Catholic Church, it's famous for raping boys, young boys. Now, that's just two I've mentioned. And these organisations, call them, they're meant to be holy. They're meant to be sacred. It's built by Satan. They're going to bring it all together to be one religion. So how can it be anything if they're all going to bring it all together to be one religion? And the leaders are all paedophiles. Look at the thing, man. The man's wife got him a 6-year-old. The man's wife got him a 6-year-old child to marry. The Muslim, the peace be upon him, the Prophet Muhammad, who claims that he got his powers from Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is a Hebrew. He is one of the spirits here, one of the 7. He wouldn't give you anything because Father put you in the desert as a punishment. So why the hell is he going to now give you a blessing? Right? You just don't know what's going on, guys. These religions are children of Satan. And they're going to all bring them together very soon to be one religion. One more thing. Go and ask any of the religions, what is the true name of Father? Right? And why aren't you saying his name? When you're supposed to be teaching about God. Which bumbuckler God? Anytime you say God, you must say God of Israel. Because they hide behind multiple gods. So you got to be specific. Which God you on about? Right? And all this thing is a devil dance, guys. It's devilism in the greatest disguise. Me tell you that. And they don't like women. They don't like the elders. Right? And they don't like brown children. Why? Simple. Because her seed is going to crush him. And that's all it's about, and it's as simple as that. So when women have babies in hospital, you don't see the madness that happens to her. They don't even come out half the time. They die in there. On purpose, man. They built the hospital for men. Go and ask them. They built the hospital just for men. So that means men are having babies now. Let me say it again. They built the hospitals just for men. Nothing to do with women. You stay there. This is a proper devil dance time. It's an onslaught against our women as well. It's a complete onslaught against our women and children. And you've got to stand up, right? Because if you don't stand up for humanity, you're going to go in the naked of fire. And Father sees you and knows your heart. And knows all the little secret things you say. And the secret things you think. You little tramp. Now's the time to rise up if you're a real man. Right? Because it's only now real men are getting counted. Because this thing is on, bro. I'm trying to complain about music. Is that all I do? Is that all I do? It's a damn insult to who I am. Complain about bastard music. It's an insult, man. Going to Crown Court for when you should be coming. Well, you will be. Don't you worry about that. You're an absolute insult. What is with these people? When you behave good, they don't like it. It's a Satan dance. Now, my behaviour is beautiful. Every day I try to be a better person. I try to be better. Even with my brother here, I've made a few mistakes with him, with my behaviour. And I've had to apologise and just ask you to please forgive me and try again because you try to be better, so you're going to make mistakes. Not with these people, they don't grow you. These white sons and these Asian sons, they're bloody idiots, man. Right? They're idiot sons. Remember, Father gave the world to 3 sons. He gave it to 3 sons. And these 3 sons are supposed to control the dance. These sons are idiots. All they do is run around stealing stuff, right? Because they're really pagans. The only time they started doing Christianity is when Father gave us to them. When he didn't rob us, he didn't put us, his Father gave us to you. Remember that. He gave us to you. And in our arms, right, we had the Bible like this. The Bible was in our arms like this. Because Father says he wants us to know him. So he's not going to give his children away and you don't find out how to know him. That's why he gave you a Christian book. And to prove it, there's a king over there. His name is King James. The black king in his kingly character. And it's his Bible. All the scholarships he's wrote. So over there, I'm not bringing it over again. It's King James. It's his Bible. Nothing to do with white man at all. Right? And children, tell your friends and tell your friends' friends, get out of Christianity. Because you have no idea what Christianity has done to the children. You have no, it's put itself there. When never in the book will it ever say anything about Christian children. Because it's a made up conception. It's made up. They only came about in the 16th century when Father gave us to them. Before that, they were having sex with animals, praising this God, tomorrow praising that God, and then next week we praise this God, drink blood and have sex with animals. That's who they are. This is who they are. This is who they are, guys. This is who they are. Right? I know wickedest thing with these people, right? They have never dealt with this nastiness that they're doing. They've always just kept it secret. Right? But it's not secret now. Right? Because we're taking off the leaf of it now. And boom, it's everywhere. Because this needs to know. Because your behavior kills humanity. Your behavior frightens humanity. Your behavior stifles humanity. The beautiful fruits of humanity, of children and women, you destroy. Anything pretty and beautiful and nice going somewhere, you come in and break it down. It could be a woman, it could be a boy, it could be a girl. Anything nice, you come and break it down. But now we're coming for you because you are the tramp. You are. And you can't even survive without a woman. You can't even do the basics without a woman. And now women, we're talking to you. You need to start pushing him on his own and letting him do the basics and let him see that he's an idiot. Because it's time for sons to rise up now. Because Father gave the earth to 3 sons. And he's coming back now to say, what have you done? What have you done, tramp? Right? And no one's not talking to you like this. Because all they're talking about is They never talk to you about Jesus. Sorry, wrong name. They don't talk to you about the devil. They don't even warn you about the devil. They don't even warn you. This is how much they love you, this system. They never talk about Father. Why? Because they want to tell you that everything works without him. It's climate change. No such thing. It's Father doing it. No such thing. But they don't want you to connect to Father. They don't want you to think that there's Father. They want you to rely on that stupid system. That they're doing everything. You're white. You can't control nothing. You don't control anything. A spirit called UL controls the earth. Sorry, I said that wrong. A spirit called UL controls the weather. He controls the weather. Not these tramps. They don't control nothing. They're just lying to you on their platform. Lying to you. Right? It's not climate change, it's Father. When you look at the ground, you can see this heat. You've never had it before. Even the greenery is turning yellow. Because it's coming to burn you. Because your complexion can't handle it. And you should be up in the north, not in the south. He put you in the north. Right? You're Jeffy children. He put you in the north, in the cold. That's why you got this cold complexion. And this is why you got long hair. To protect your neck. That's what your hair's for. To protect that neck of yours. When you was in the Carcass Mountain. You need to find out who you are, Rasta. And stop showing off in other people's riches. Because when you take the riches away from you that you stole, you go back into being a savage. Right? It's only because you got other people's riches. Which is just contempt. The savageness. But you're still going out being a savage. Because that's what you are, man. You're a savage to humanity. Savage to women. Savage to children. Savage to paedophilia. You loved that, didn't you? You and your paedophilia sons. You will come forget. You tramps. We hate your world, man. We hate it, man. Nothing in it, though. Just for your sex pest. And, I'm pretty. But you don't talk about Father. Huh? You don't talk about the devil. You just talk about nonsense, though. And then when these things come, you're like, oh, shit myself. You damn tramp. Because you know everything about nothing. And when people are trying to show you something, what you want to do? Come and take away this stuff, put cameras in this. Mind we don't put a curse on you, damn tramp. You damn tramp.
Just trying to give for a special friend.
Master of the truth. We ain't picking on you, white boy. Check one. We're not picking on you, white boy. Check one. Right? But what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get 1 or 2 or 3 of you white boys to stand up. Right? And then start telling your boys what they're doing is wrong. You need some of you white boys to start standing up, bro. Because Father's going to come and wipe you out, done. I'm not joking with you. The stuff that you've done to the damn earth and the stuff that you continue to do. And now it's only Donald Trump trying to use his brain to try and get people to think, oh, they're friends with us now. Oh, they're giving us money now, and now we can get benefits. No, they want a new world order, and they want you to think that, oh, they've done that so we can go with it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't go with them at all. Right? They're building a new world order for Satan. This is what's going on. What you can't see. You know the or behind the dirt, this is what's going on. And you should be grateful that we're telling you what's going on. To mark your cards. Because all you know about is being pretty and just nonsense. To a system that's trillions in debt. All of them. Because they're all together, they're all connected. One person can't be trillions in debt and the other one's trillions. They're all trillions in debt. US debt clock. That's what you got to say to the phone. And you see the growth of all of them. Trillions in debt. Because they're all failing sons. Every last one of them. They're a failure. All them sons you see in their suits and that, they're failures done. Failures. And what you need to do is go and read Isaiah chapter 47. That's straight to you, Babylon. Isaiah. I-S-A-I-A-H. Isaiah chapter 47. You need to read that, Trump. It's called Batty Fears.
Just find a beautiful friend. You're really
Same day. They undid all my locks. And when I closed the door, all the locks fell off. All of it. So that was my welcome present here. And then the next day, come out, the police are coming to me, 2 women, saying that I'm stalking the woman, Sophia, over there. The one who keeps on messing around with us. But Father's cursed her anyway. But these are the things. Like, I was the second day I've been there, and police telling me that I'm stalking the woman over there. How am I stalking anyone? How? But this is the label they want to come and put on you. Since you've been here, and come and put all sorts of wicked stuff, and I've been to court and people have paid fines for me, what they've orchestrated on my behaviour, and no, I don't see with this behaviour. So now what's happening, we're looking at your behaviour, right? Because everybody knows my behaviour. You put cameras in there, I put a camera on as well, right? Since you want to watch me so much secretly, right? That is rape and violation when you put cameras in people's homes. Didn't they tell you that? Huh? Didn't Grandma tell you not to do things like that? You wicked white man, huh? Didn't they tell you that? But we're fighting back for you now. See, and we're coming to get you, bro. We're going to bring you right at the front. Right, we're going to throw stones at you, because that's what Hebrew do. We throw stone, and if that stone touches any part of you, it falls off. Why? Because we have the power, you damn tramp. We have the power. We have the power, but we know how to use it. Because if we use it wrong, we get in trouble. So they wouldn't give it to you, would they? Because every minute you'll be hurting people, you stinking smelly tramp. Dedication to the meek. Why? Because the meek will inherit the earth. Where are we going quickly? We are going to Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. What does it say? It says, blessed are the gentle. Why? For they shall inherit the earth. I don't believe you. Matthew 5:5. It's angel numbers 2, so it's an angel number. 5:5. What does it say? It says, blessed are the gentle. Not blessed are the strong, or blessed are the tired, or blessed are the wicked. It doesn't say that at all. Let me tell you what it says. It says, Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Listen keenly, right? It says, and I quote, blessed are the beautiful, gentle. Why? Because they, and they alone, shall inherit the earth, right? So you going on with Rambo and Commando, right?
We'll be ready soon, John.
Thank you, honey, thank you. Right? You got on that Rambo and you got on that Commando. Now it's your time, because we're all watching you now, white boys. And you Asian boys, we're all watching you now. Forget all this aggression and telling women what they can and can't do. Forget that. We want to see you working as a brother, as a son, as a father, as a husband. We want to see if you've got these qualities, because we know you ain't got them. We ain't got no, I don't even know what you're doing around a woman. See? When's the last time you made love to her? I bet you don't even know what an orgasm is. I bet you don't even know if she squirts. You don't even know what squirt is, do you? You're an idiot, Rasta. You're a proper waste man. Proper waste man. But then you orchestrate so we don't have her. Get rid of him and I'll pay you welfare. She says, no, why would I do that? And then he orchestrates it for her to be bad. But the thing about that, he's already put the seed in her. He's already put the seed. And remember, he puts you in places. So wherever he puts you, he orchestrates what happens to you. So he's already put the seed in her, right, to get rid of you. So he's going to make things difficult. Then you're going to argue. And the first thing she's going to say is, get out of my house. And then once he's given her loads of stuff, she ain't going to want to have you back because she's getting all that stuff. He orchestrated that towards us. No one's ever been through that. No one's ever said to you, get rid of your husband and we'll pay you welfare. Has anyone ever said that to you guys? No, they haven't. So you need to understand what these brown children went through. I have a list of the system, orchestrated the program, right, of how to treat us. Even in here, they've had a program on me. I've still got it. If it's got paraphernalia in there, we can do it for that. These people here, I read it. This is how wicked these people are. But I'm fighting against you. I'm bringing it all up. All the wickedness that you've been doing to people time after time. And it's a system. Right? They go around this little system around there, controlled by the state, and the state's controlled by Esau. And their job is to get me. But you've done a lousy job, an absolute lousy job. All your lies you've told on me, and people can see he's a good child. All the wicked lies you told. Just because the boy plays music and dances, it's what I do. You say it's antisocial. How the hell is it antisocial? Just like you're stinking jealous. Right? I say come and dance with me, you run off. Just like the disco days. You can't even stand in the middle of a dance floor and just entertain people. You won't, just dancing, everyone's just watching you. Or you can't do stuff like that because you're an idiot. You little tramp. About antisocial. It's because you're jealous of it. You can't control joy. You cannot control joy. That's why you hate us when we're so joyful. You've done all this wicked stuff for us and we're still joyful. And that's what white man can't control. The joy of us. He can't control that. That's what he hates about us. So turn up the joy. Oh yeah, where you take this thing for? Turn up the joy. Oh yes. Shake your butts here, sister. Pull up your brassiere, right? And do your thing. Don't pull down your brassiere. Pull it up, man. Because when you pull it down, it's easier for that tramp. Right? Make things difficult for him. Because he's an idiot, done. He's a proper idiot, right? You PH3, right? Our women, right? Even the nipple, right? People are seeing on page Bomber Cloud 3. Right? And then you've got stupid white women. Oh, I want to do that, says Samantha Fox. Oh, here's the next one. I'd love to do that, says Linda Lasardi. And then when they got your daughters, oh, I want to do that, mum, just to please white man. You're showing everything and the nipple as well. This is white people. This is what you do to your women, done. You exploit them, Rasta. That's exploitation, done. You damn tramp, and you're thinking it's something good. No, it isn't. It's nastiness. It's what you do. It's just pure sexual nastiness. Having sex with a bum. Having sex with a bum. Where waste comes out. You don't see Satan's tricking you. Satan comes from us, you know. Yo, man, to the truth, when you see Satan, he looks just like me, guys. Most of them look like me, you know. You'll be so surprised. Most of them look like me. Let me tell you that. You'll see it there. I don't know what it is you think you're looking for. Right? Because that blonde-haired fool was someone who was just drawn and made up. That damn Trump. Look how much problems he's caused. The damn Trump. Good morning, yeah, to all strugglers and sufferer, right? Good morning to you, right? Here's the next one. Good morning to all those, right? And the Barings as well. And the Barings as well, who are considering to commit suicide. All them lot as well. Yo, you know when you're committing, you're committing your stupid suicide. Well, before you do that, the door's open. Take your shoes off and come in here. And let me take the thing out of you. And then you've got praise Father. Otherwise, don't come here. Right? So those committing suicide, because when you commit suicide, right, beautiful children, that is actually worse than killing somebody else. Because you're so precious, you don't even realize it. You don't have because they don't tell you these things. They don't tell you these things. All they're dealing with is flesh. We're not dealing with flesh. We're walking in the spirit. The Ruach Kodesh spirit. And this thing is it's unbelievable, but this thing is so peaceful. I mean, I'm coming to the stage, if you slap me, yeah, I'll say slap the other side. I'm coming to that stage, bro. This thing is so beautiful and so powerful. And it's for everybody. It's not just for one child. It's for everybody. But if you don't even know Father's name, then you ain't going to get this thing, guys. Why? Because Christianity and Muslim cannot teach you this thing. Because these things are made up things, guys. They're made up. They wasn't there at the first century 0, then century 1, century 2, century 3. One come in century 10, and the other one come in century 16. They're no good, though. Right? They cannot grow this. This is what you need to be growing, this. But this is what they're coming for, guys. This is what they're coming for. Why? Because it's his. How do you mean? Open the nostril. And that's the Ruah, what he's chasing. And that's the real what Satan's chasing. And you don't even know these things. That's what they're chasing, what's inside you, this beautiful thing. And they're not telling you about it. Don't worry, I will tell you about it, right? Don't forget, it's the greatest thing on the planet, this thing inside, this child inside, this child here. And we've all got it, but yours are all infants. I'm a child now, yours is an infant. But because you listen to this, and you're in tune with this, yeah, yours will start growing now. Yours will start growing, and you need it done, because then you got your cover. Then you got your cover, it's like having the blood on you, on your door. And when they come, it goes straight past you. Because Uncle Mervin's safe. This house is safe. And certain women, mind you, are safe. I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know about the rest. You stay there. Right? And remember, now is the time, right? His name is Yahuwah. Go and find out about Yahuwah. He's even got his own book. It's got his name on it. It goes like this, Yahuwah. Right? Go and find out about Yahuwah. Because that will save you. And then when you know about Yahuwah, then you'll know about the Son. And then you'll have the Ruach Kodesh. Because it can go two ways. It can go with the Father, the Son, and then the Ruach. Here we go. Where are we going? We're going to Matthew there. Chapter 28, verse 19. This is a good one. This is a good one. Matthew, chapter 28, verse 19. This one's a good one. Because being around ice right? I've learned that this works two ways. Now, where are we going now? We're at Matthew, right, guys? Chapter 28, verse 19. Now it says, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, immersing. Do you know what immersive means? It's like another word for like interacting, right? Immersing them, right? So that means go to all the nations as disciples and immerse them in the name of the Father, Yahuwah, and the Son. Do you know what? Can I have it for later, please? Do you know me? I was going to have it for that. Looks very nice, though. Thank you, bro. Can you just come in, please? Come. Look, this is what friends do. Look, this is in the morning. Can you show the people them? This is what and it's come with the seasoning as well. This is what we're doing every morning now. Exactly. Thank you, brother. Right. Thank you so much. This is Ice, guys. This is the Christian guy who's gonna tell you about this Jesus thing in a better way than I can. This is my father's got him here. Right. So this is all we're here. We're here for this movement that we're building. Right, and it's Christians as well, because there's a lot of Christians we need to get out of there. Yeah, we're not annoyed with you. We're annoyed with Christianity. We're not annoyed with the children, because the children are lost at the moment. Right? But that Christianity doesn't do music, doesn't do truth, and it can't show you what I'm showing you. So it's not about that. It's about you. Put your money away. I didn't ask you for no money, did I? Put your money away. Thank you. It's you we want. You, not the flesh. Right? Because that's on a time span. Right? That either gets eaten or it gets burnt. So it's on a time span. You can't ask now, right? This is eternal. This is eternal. And this is what we need to be in tune with. This thing here. And this is what we're showing you. Nothing else, though. And not many people can show you this because it's not them. Right? They're always into pretty or making money. But they never tell you about Father. And they never warn you about that wicked, evil one. This Satan and him children. They never warn you. Never. But we do. Right, and the whole dance, Kroda people, is a Satan dance. All the empires are all Satan dance. Whether you like it or not, right? So beware, right? Beware, Kroda people. Because what they coming for? Well, they don't want your body. They've had your body already, ain't they? They've already had that. We know that. This is what they want. This. And if you give them that, you're finished done. You're kaput. Right, and this is serious. This is not a joke. Just because they haven't told you about it doesn't mean it's not real. And they're not going to tell you anything that's going to enlighten you. They're not going to. They're going to tell you stupid stuff. You do something stupid, it goes viral. So then they want you to do stupid stuff to go viral. These people are dangerous, though. Rasta. Man to little chew. I just been next door in the kitchen talking to Ice. And it's just so beautiful when you got a real friend. And it works. And you know when it just works. And it works. Me, I was being a bit silly before that. And that Father just said to me, stop being stupid. Stop being silly. That boy is your right arm. I said, very true. That boy is your right arm. I said, very true, Father. And I brought him here as well. I said, very true. Very true. I don't know what Father's doing, guys, but he's building something. He's building something now. And that child next door is the child for Emmanuel. We're going to have to call him Jesus. Because we want the children out of that Christianity. We keep saying Emmanuel, they're not going to understand. So you're going to have to say Jesus, then Emmanuel. Or Emmanuel, then Jesus. But you have to use that name. Because children are still locked in that name. And it's the children we're coming to get. You know, monkey see, monkey do. If you keep seeing something, you eventually end up just doing it and believing it. And this is what the system does. They subtly keep letting you see things. Like this colour, the Ukraine colour. Now that colour there is a curse colour, it's a demon colour, that colour there. If you look at that colour, you see that colour was one time on everything, like that demon colour. What about black and white? Next, demon colour. So you don't know the symbols, guys, with these people. But it's a devil dance that we're in. We're not in no peace and love and that's just, they're taking the piss out of it, Russell. They don't like peace at all. The stuff that these people do behind closed doors is a crying shame to humanity. Right? No matter what won't say. Oh, it's climate change where the place is burnt. You two lie, right? There's no such thing as climate change, miss. And there's definitely no such thing as NASA. There's no such thing. Why? They get luck. Nobody can come in, nobody can come out, right? Neil Armstrong is another lie, because the rocket didn't go zoom, zoom, zoom when it took off. It's a lie, right? It says, I put a ferment on the top of it to lock it, right? And even if you could, Trump, burst it. Let's just say, you had your Weetabix and your shredded wheat. How many? 3 Weetabix and 4 shredded wheat. So it might, you know, right? And with the shredded wheat and Weetabix, he burst it. We're going to die. Why? Because we're in the middle of water. So even if you was to burst it, all water would come down. And even if it was to burst down there, all water would come up. Why? Because we're in the middle of water. So how the hell can Neil Armstrong be the first on the moon? Oh, and when the rocket took up, it went zoom, zoom, zoom. You're too lie. Said it to Pyrie. You're too lie, Rasta. He's lying to you. This is all a lie. Nobody can come in. Nobody can come out. Right? And on day 5, he built a thing called Lefarian, a sea monster. And even Father said, he said, son, when we met this creature, you know, it was kind of wary. I said, did it get you wary? He said, no, it didn't get me wary. I said, it got me just a little. I said, I thought he was getting frightened then, Father. He said, no, but he was scary. I said, why? Why did you create him on day 5? He said, for them children there who will not listen, right? They're still eating that damn Trenton. What's Trenton, Father? The damn pork, right? We tell the children, don't touch the carcass of it, which means, I know, if it's dead, that means a carcass. Well done, son. So what Satan do? Satan come in now and said, nah, we just put salt and pepper on it and we'll just eat it. So Father says, when you eat that, I'll make you sick. So people are going to church with pork on their breath and expecting Father to come inside them with the ruler or his son when they're telling you things not to do, but you're doing it, expecting them to come into you. Let's go again. Day 5 now. The reason why we created is for them children who eat the pork, because the Lefarian, him love pork. Right? So when I release that sea monster there, I mean, when you see the monster alone, your heart will stop beating. You won't even be able to move, you'll be so scared. The things that farmers got set up for you. What about the birds? I was telling about the birds. He don't even know about the birds. Huh. The birds that you see, and there's so many of them, and I want one of them now. The falcon, come on now. Animals. Anyway, the birds, they have a curse, guys. This is the curse of the birds. To eat flesh, right, until your belly is sick full, and then you drink blood until you're drunk. That's the curse the birds have on those who are left remaining. So not only have you got the Pharaoh, you've got the birds, and many other things you've got. Plus you've got Satan as well. Then you've got the stars, because don't forget the earth is going to turn against you. The only reason why the earth is not turning against you, because the children are still here. And the Gentiles who are connected to the children are still here, because these Gentiles are very important as well. Don't you forget that. It's not just us. It's these Gentiles who are at the side of us, who are with us. The multitudes, the mixed multitudes. Same thing what happened last time in Egypt. It's going to be the same thing now. But when that multitude gets taken up in the clouds, that's when your nightmare begins. But what they're going to do is this. The first 3 years of that 7 years is going to be magnificent. You're going to be even saying, they're not stupid going up. Why did they go up? Because it's so beautiful here. Right. Let me explain something to you now. Bible terms now. 7 years is actually 1 week. 7 years is 1 week. Now, it says, in that week, in the middle of that week, I'm going to bring you destruction and devastation. That's what it says. Destruction and devastation means now the earth is turning on you as well as everything else, which means, you know, the stars, they drop out the sky. The moon turns to blood. The water, no more. The vegetation, no more. The earth is turning against you now. The earth is holding up because we're here. But when we come out of here, and you're in the middle of that week, the earth now will turn against you. So with everything else, you got and the earth. It's a nightmare, and you can't get out because there's a firmament on there, right? And that's also for lying to the children. Because when you look up there and you see the rainbow, that's Father saying, I'm sorry that I drowned the dance last time, and I killed all of my children, and I hurt the earth. So when you look up in the sky and you see a rainbow, that's Father saying sorry to us and the earth, right? But now these idiots have gone and taken it into schools and telling children that Father said that the rainbow is for LBGT. What the? Man, that's Satan. You're going in Christian church and you've got LBC. That's Satan. We don't deal with them thing there. That's Satan. Any church that deals with that is Satan. Any church that marries children at 6-year-olds, Satan. And then has sex with her when she's 9, Satan. Would you have sex with a girl at 9? Would you marry a 6-year-old? Would you? Then what are you listening to someone then who does that? You damn tramp. Like, you gotta go listen to someone who has sex with someone who's 6 or 9 years old. What? 6 years? Yeah, that's the most thing. That's what's his name? We married his wife from him, the child is 6-year-old. 6 years? And then had sex with her when she was 9. Married him. He already got a wife. His wife gave him the child. Brings up that that all there. 6-year-old. And the Muslims have got the Muslims say, but see, I wouldn't do it. I'm saying you bother someone who would do it. That's bad. It doesn't make sense. Thank you, Bob. Nice, because that is their charisma. That's what he's done. Right? That's the Muslims. So they're a joke because of that. You want anything wiped out, they did about people. Yeah. Because we wouldn't call that religion. There's another one, they killed 25 million of their own people because they wouldn't call that religion. 25 million of your own people. It is, man. That religion there, Muslim, that religion's dangerous though. It's extremely violent if you don't agree with it. That Muslim religion. Extremely. We're just talking about it in there, guys. Extremely telling women how to dress. I mean, it's really hot out there, and she's got to wear this barack or whatever, and then she's got to cover her face. And now, in some countries, she's got to be like that, guys. She can only see through one eye. There's wickedness done. Just wickedness. Just wickedness. You're coming out saying you never came out of a woman. And not only that, you came out, you got nurtured. You didn't just take you out of a warm room and just put you there and say, there it is, bye-bye. No, that's a lie. Right? You had the best nappies, your belly was always full, and you always kept crying. She put you down. He's crying again. Why? He wants the bosom. That's all in one. Him drain up a minute now, you put him to sleep. 2 minutes later, he wants the other bosom. But did mum cry? No, she didn't. She gave you. But you forget them things when your balls drop and you think you're a man. And now you're talking about shut up, mum, and F off, dad. Yo, brother. And this is the system. It doesn't grow children, right? Because you get rid of the parent and you get rid of grandma and grandpa, so everybody's running around like an idiot. Well, you need to go back to grandma and grandpa, yes, sir. Because father's in the dance now. You got no mannerism. And that's what you're going to beat you up for, you little tramp. Right? It doesn't matter how much money you've got, because you've stolen all of it. It all belongs to us, by the way. So we don't want to know about money. We want to know about your quality as a human. What qualities do you have without money? Huh? Put that one in your day-to-day. What qualities can you show crowd people without money? Think on that one. Because all we're trying to do, we're trying to uplift you now. Not with pretty and the flesh, not that. This thing inside, this, the Ruach, Kodesh, this. This is what we're concentrating on, this. Crowd people, beautified people, right? Because you don't even know how gifted we all are. Why? Because we've got the Ruach inside us. And this is what they're after. Because they want you to take your Ruach and go there. Where's there? The lake in the fire. Oh no, don't want to go there. I want to stay here. Because they know they're going to the lake of fire. It's written. Malachi 1, 2, 3. Malachi 1, 2, 3. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 and 3. Malachi 1, 2, 3. It's written. It's written. And you're worried about children whose destiny's already there. And your destiny is unsure. It's unsure. But they want your destiny to be the same as theirs. So this is what you got to do, guys. You got to wake up now. This is what you're thinking about. The people who are egging you on, they already are going to the lake of fire. Excuse me, sorry. Malachi 1, 2, 3 proves that. End of. So you're working with dead people who just want you to be dead with them. That's all. They got no power, man. Listen to me, beautiful children. We're trying to show you something. We're trying to show you how to break away from. Doesn't matter if you think you're scared of them. You're not. Give that fear to my people. Give that fear to them. And then you fear them. Then you got power. Then you got power. Then you got power. Because you're frightened of them. So you're frightened to do anything wrong. Why? Because they're coming at you. That's where your power is. That's where your power is. Don't give it to these fools here. Because they start writing stuff about why you can't do this, we can do this to you. No. They don't reward you. Father rewards you when you do good. Constantly, right? You glow in it. What's the word I'm looking for? Glorified. There she is, me. It glorifies you when you walk in. It doesn't stop, man. Because you just keep walking and glorifying in it. But when you don't, you perish in it. On and on, perish. Because we all have a law in us. We all. But brown children have a Pacific law because Father put a Pacific one in us. Because he wants us to lead the way. Not be better than anybody, but just do your thing in a way where people say, right, I like the way you do your thing. You get it from Yahuwah. Who's Yahuwah? There it is there. That's what he wants you to do. Nothing else. Help people. Why do you keep helping me? Because Yahuwah told me to. Who's Yahuwah? There it is there. There it is there. Simple as that. There's the question there. Who's Yahuwah? There it is there. I've done my job. There it is there. And that's what Father wants. He wants children that's been battered and bruised by a system, but can still rise up nice and still be gentle and nice with a system that's been horrible to you. Because it's not the people's fault. It's that damn system, not the people. So we're not annoyed at the people. But we are going to be annoyed at you if you don't wake up, guys. You're not stupid. You need to wake up now. Otherwise you're going to go down there, the lake of fire. You don't want to go there because that's eternal. It never stops. They're going there. You're there. You're not going there at the moment. One more. Remember, no matter what they write in their book, no matter what they write in their book, right? In this book especially, no matter what they write in it, you need to remember this. You, beautiful children, are Gentiles. Let me finish, right? And in here, it curses Gentiles like he is not a Gentile. Let me finish. Remember, there is nowhere in this beautiful Holy Bible, there is nowhere in this Bible where it says, Gentiles I hate. There's nowhere in this Bible does it say Gentiles I hate. Let me tell you what it says about Gentiles. It says if Gentiles stop strangling, I still don't know what that is, right? If they stop worshipping idols, if they stop having sex with stupidness, if they stop drinking blood, I will accept my children back. But Esau, I hate, and there's no coming back. So do you see what I'm saying, guys? Right? And the bell rings, thank you. These people are dead. Father never said once in there that I'm going to kill Gentiles. Never once. Oh, I hate Gentiles. He doesn't like what you do. But and the bell rings. He doesn't hate you. Right? And nowhere in it written does it say, I hate you and I'm going to kill you. It doesn't. So you need to get away from these children who are dying because it says I'm going to kill them. And get to know your father. That's what you need to do. Because he will end up killing you because you're with them. And he doesn't want you to be with them. Because they are dead. Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 and 3. It's there. So they're dead. They just want you to come with them. And it never says in here, I hate Gentiles. There's nowhere. Show it to me. Show it to me. He doesn't like what they do. But he loves them. Right? And there's no way he'd have a Christian boy in here. Right? If he didn't love his children. He knows exactly what he's doing, though. And there's me getting all funny about, oh, that's not clean. Oh, that's... Shut up about that. So if it's not clean, then clean it. I said, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't know what Father's doing, so don't start ruining it with, oh, that's not clean. Go clean it then. I said, fair enough. Clean it yourself then. I said, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Because even I get told off, but when Father told you, you just got to take it. Because I'm learning. I'm learning this thing. I don't know it. I'm learning it. And when Father tells me, I say, sorry, and I'm going to get on with it then. Damn true. Don't argue with Father. Don't argue with Father. It's not a joke. It's not a plaything, then. Right, he's your father. He says, I will be a husband to you. I mean, which man, right, who is an emperor, who is a sovereign, who's going to say to you, I'll be a husband to you? I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. This is why you're so miserable. This is why you're so damn miserable, right? Because you need your father. And then when you get to know your father, then you get to know Emmanuel, who you call Jesus, right? I didn't finish that, sorry. I didn't finish it. Again, Matthew, sorry, Father. I didn't finish it. Matthew, guys, sorry, I switched. Something, I don't know why we didn't finish it. I need to finish this, guys. Sorry. Matthew, chapter 28, verse 19. Sorry. Where was we? Right. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, immersing them in the name of the Father, Yahuwah, and the Son, Yeshua, and the Ruach Kodesh. Right? Now, that is how I got through, because Father came for me. Now, Ice next door showed me a different way. There's also, therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, immersing them. Now listen to this. In the name of the Son, Yeshua, and the Father, Yahuwah, and the Ruach Kodesh. Now what happens there is two ways of getting in, and we've only realized that through me. What that is saying is this. If you truly love Jesus, we're going to use that name, guys. If you truly love Jesus, right? Now this is to you now. We're talking to the Spirit now. So you know whether or not you do. But you can build on it. But listen to what I'm saying first. This is how this thing works. If you truly love Jesus, right? Then what happens then? The love of Yahuwah opens up to you. It comes to you because your love for his Son is so real. Then it opens up a love for Yahuwah. Then it immerses you in the Ruach Kodesh spirit. So let's go again. Once you really do love the Son, really do love him properly, then the Father, the love of the Father, right, will envelope you in there. So you've got two loves there, right? And then that opens up now for the Ruach Kodesh spirit to come over you. Right. But also, for me, it didn't work that way. It worked this way, where it says the Father, then the Son, then the Ruach Kodesh. Because I don't really know about Jesus. This is why this child next door is here. But what we're saying about Matthew chapter 28, verse 19, it can work two ways. Because some children, like myself, have been called by Father himself. And some children have gone through with Emmanuel. But it's still both ways. It opens you up to both of them. And then you enter into the Ruach Kodesh, is what this thing I'm going through now. And it's a thing where when they give it to you, it's your duty. Let me say it again. It's your duty to care and look after it, because it's so sacred. And when they give it to you, it's an honor. You hear me? Let me say it again. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It's an honor, Yahuwah. It's an honor to be able to walk in the Ruach Kodesh. Not many people get this thing, right? But it's an honor. And these people here, what they do, they give you so much problems and strife, but it can't come into you then. No, it doesn't. No, it's so peaceful. You have no idea. It's like a feather. Oh, you have no idea, guys. Oh, so it's going to be people. This system knows this because of Esau. So what they do, they make this happen to you. You've got to call this, that, all this. So the Ruach can't go. But what's happened now with me is all that nonsense now has been pushed out the way. And then they brought this Jesus child here. Because when it comes to the computers and all that stuff, man, this child next door, wow. So this is why Father's brought him in, so I can do my work. Because before it's all stop, and this spirit couldn't come into me. Because where I wasn't, they're doing this stuff and, getting annoyed, don't know how to balance myself. But now, they've given me this thing. And Satan is vexed. Because you don't want no one having this thing. Because this is what he's got. But he's only got 33% of it. But in the wrong hands, it's dangerous, guys. And as you can see, they've just used it to hurt humanity. These wicked, stinking sons have used it to hurt humanity. So we need to start sticking up for humanity and stop being frightened. When you come to Father, he tells you two things in the beginning. These are the two things he says. Make no allegiance to none of them. I said, don't even know what it means. He said, go and have a look in the dictionary, because I was in prison. And then I found out what allegiance means. Is don't honor them or do stuff with them that you're praising something else. And he said, yes, Father, don't fear them. I said, okay, because fearing them, I can't do anything with you because you're frightened. And that's your power gone. I said, I'm never fearful of that. I'm just saying, son. I'm just saying. And those are the two things he tells you when you come and join him. Don't make no allegiance with none of them tribes, right? And don't bow down to them, right? And never be frightened of them. And that's what Father tells you, because Father is in the dance, right? And if you're in any organization and you don't know Father's name, you need to run. You need to run from that organization, because that's an insult to Yahuwah. An absolute. But then he told you about these sons. They've had their time running around, and all the benefits that was for us, they're giving it to other children, other caramel pale children, and then they want to come and show off on us. And we've got nothing, as you can see, and we're still rising, and we've got nothing. Wait till when we have got stuff. Do you know what we do? We give it to people. We give it to people. That's what a Levite does. Doesn't keep it for himself. Gives it to people. As you know, that's what we do. Give it to people. Because you've never had riches. You've never. That's why you fight over scraps. Our scraps you fight over. Out of scraps. Your son don't even have to run a house. Your sons don't even know how to run a house. Your son don't even know how to run a house. Without a woman being in there. Rasta. Right? And you don't give our women the praises that they need. Our women are so beautiful. No, but we're not talking about beautiful. We're talking about all round beautiful in everything they do. Everything. Without sisters, this dance would be damn well horrible. Right? And you turn them into harlots, man. You turn most of the sisters into damn harlots. Right? They don't even wait and save herself and get married and do it properly. No, just a proper slut, man. The proper slut you turn our women into. She thinks it's alright being a slut. She gets all these likes. Of course you do, they're tramps. You pull down your brassiere and all that nonsense. Right? You've got to lower your standards to get recognised. You're a joke, sister. You're a joke. You're not a virtuous woman. I can show you virtuous women. I can show you lamb that would never change into mutton, no matter what the season is, right? You damn tramp. Now, if you was listening to grandma, you would stay lamb in a cocoa spring. Right? And there's another one. All you sons who've got money, you know what you need to do? You know what you need to do? For a blessing. And to prove that you can do something in your community. You want to collect some allotments. Go and get some allotments. Go and get some allotments. And all the grandmas and grandpas we've got sitting at home, go and get them in the allotments, right? Because we need to know how to grow food, right? And number two, you bring the children in there. And the children ain't got no manners. Don't worry, when they leave that allotment, they'll know how to cook food and they'll have manners. Because grandma will teach them, right? And that's what we need. We need some interaction. Human interaction is what we need, right? Human interaction. And that is a good idea because not only is grandma and grandpa out as well, but we're learning how to cook food. Because we don't, sorry. We're learning how to grow food. We don't even know how to grow food. It doesn't even teach us how to survive. It teaches us how to rely on it. So if it crumbles, which it will soon, what happens to us? Then it goes into anarchy and civil war, which is coming. Because you know how violent you lot are. So when this civil war comes, you're going to love it, mate. You're going to absolutely love it. You're going to love it. But we're telling you to stay in your house when this thing comes. Stay in your house. Because the Strait of Hormuz, that's soon mash up now, soon. And when that mash up, we're going back to, we got a famine. And do you know, guys, you know Europeans in the famine time, they used to eat their children. It's in the Bible. What they'd say, right? They'd say, today we eat your son, tomorrow eat mine. They say, all right, so they ate one son that day, and the next day they was having war because the woman ran off with her son. This is what happens when these people hit hard times. This is why they're savages, because they stole people's stuff. They stole and they pillaged people's stuff, they put it on themselves, and then they put themselves where the people was. So they're cursed. They're cursed children, cursed. They don't even have the humanity to say, look at what you've done. And these children, what you've done it to, are right in front of you. All these brown children, all these black children, all these mixed race children, all these children from different other parts of the world are the ancestors of what you, white people, have done. You. And you're still swanning around like you're something. And we are still trying to save you. This is how beautiful we are. We're still trying to save you. Because technically we know it's not your fault. And you didn't put us in slavery. Slavery is nothing to do with you. It's not even your fault, guys. It's not even your fault. Father asked you for a favor. He said, enslave my children for me for 400 years. Remember that. So don't feel bad about slavery, right? Because Father gave us to you. Let me tell you what you feel bad about. Don't feel bad about slavery. Feel bad about this. He gave you everything. He gave you our riches. He gave you us. He gave you everything. But one thing he said, I'm going to give them the Bible. It's in their hand. Right, because I need them to find their way back to me. Right, so what did you do? You even took the Bible off them. And it was a Christian Bible. It was. In the beginning, it was a Christian. They were Christian, that is true. But then they took it and turned it white. And the bell rings. And that's what Father hates you for. You took his book. You told his children that there ain't no such thing as God. You told them some nonsense. This is what he's annoyed at you about. Not the slavery, because he gave you the children. Right? For 400 years. And it tells you, right, in Isaiah chapter 47, right? What does it say to you? It says, come here. It says to you, sit in silence and go into darkness, daughter of Babylon, for you shall no longer be called the mistress of the kingdoms. Here it is. This is for you. I was angry with my people. I profound my inheritance and gave them to you in your hands. You showed them no mercy. You laid a heavy oak on the old age. And it just goes on. That is for you, Babylon. Right? He gave you his inheritance, right? And you treated them bad. You showed them no mercy. No mercy. Here it said, I gave you my inheritance. That's his inheritance. Read the thing. I gave you my inheritance, tramp. And look how he treated his inheritance. All he did is made Edward Colston out of it and built a Kappa circus out of it. That's what he did. And gave us nothing. Huh? And every time we're doing something, you want to come shut it down and say we're antisocial. I mean, who is really antisocial at me and you? Who is the real criminal at me and you? Mr. Settler? Mr. Pillager? Huh? Who is? Who is? Huh? And why is still humanity? Why have you stolen it? Why have you stolen our humanity? You smelly tramp. We're taking it back off you, John. Right? Because music, food, laughter, entertainment, joy, crying, laughter, reading, caring, that's all humanity. These tramps don't like that. It's too hard for white man, that behaviour. Too hard for him. He don't shine in that behaviour at all. He only shines when he's got everybody doing what he wants. You stupid tramp. You can't even tie your shoelaces. You're a proper idiot when it comes to doing anything. This is why you was in the cave. You little caveman. This is why you cannot do anything, because you're a caveman. You swap your women for items. Pregnant women as well. You swap them with the Irish Bristol sons. This is what you do. Pregnant women, you swap as 2 at 1. Pretty women, you swap them as well. This is what you do to your women, done. This is in Bristol. Where are we? We're in Bristol. We don't talk about, why don't you talk about these things what your sons do? Every day they're coming on the news. Not for doing anything good, great, or fantastic, or praising father. They're in for murdering a sister. Next one murdered her and put her in a suitcase. Next one strangled her and cut her up to bits. Next one chucked her in the river. It just goes on and on and on. These women, you know, you've either married to them, or you've either had an engagement with them, or you got kids with them, and you're still doing that. What a selfish guy. What a selfish guy. I mean, that has a ripple effect when you kill her. She's a mother. She has a mother. She's a sister. She's a friend. She's an auntie. And you killed her because she don't love you no more. So her life has to stop. And then the ripple effect on her family and friends because of you. And this is what you've been doing all the way around the world. You. Because you cannot handle being with a woman. You. You've got nothing to offer, that's why. You have nothing to offer her. Otherwise you wouldn't be killing her, would you? What about this one? Oh, let's have sex and I'll strangle you. Ah! Yeah, and if I think you're dying, I'll let you go. This is what they're doing now, man. and just take it out and go in town, play some nice music for the people. I might do it. You know where Barclays is? Right there. I used to do it before. I used to love it. You're damn right. And then he comes with his lies, miss. Shush, man, who's complaining now? Ask you to come and join in. No, you can't join in because you look awkward, but you want to start other people's fun because you can't have fun. Well, that's your problem. That has nothing to do with your hua and your hua's children, right? They're always into fun and food and laughter and happy time and helping people, caring and sharing and being told off to make you feel better. You damn tramp. Right? We're not into your world at all. You can't grow in that world. It's just a material world of nonsense and just foolishness now. I need to grow inside. So when they come, I'm ready. You can't teach me nothing, none. You and your stupid system. Right? And everything you got is stolen from us. Everything you got. Us, Edward Colston and the crew. Everything you got is stolen from brown children. Don't forget it now. We've been finding that now. So, we call it now. They're not eating now. Right? We've been taking our scraps. And then boasting as well. You people, man. And then when the truth comes out, you're a laughing joke. When all the truth comes out now, Father starts revealing it and starts showing you who his inheritance children are. The ones that you so-called hate. Because the system's got you to hate and got you to compete against us when we ain't even got anything. Everything's been taken away from us. We've got you to compete and you think you're better than us. You're an idiot now. Because Father said, put the gold away, put the car away, put all that materials away. Don't wear none of it and just come raw. I said, let's go. Because you can't show nothing inside. Because there's nothing inside you. You're built by a system. A system has built you. That stupid system's built you. That idiot white man system has built you. And I hate to see people who've got colour and they talk like them. Right? You can talk like them, but add your bit in as well. Oh no, they don't want to do that. They want to talk better than the British man. You look like idiots. Like the British man, you don't like you at all. Right? It's us he fears. Brown children. Because he knows what he's done. And he knows who Father is. Because Father was in the dance in the beginning. But because his children were in detention, all these children are not his children, are they? Well, they are, but they chose not to be. And went with Satan and all this nonsense and thought that was going to last. What about, let's not make them a nation, huh? You little bumble club. Where you take this thing for, huh? Where you take this thing for? But let's not make them a nation. You think she's on Psalms 83 verse 4. We're not on Psalms 83 verse 4 because we're still here. Right, let's not make them a nation. You're so sexy. Huh? They're so a British Hebrew. You look a tramp. Right, let's not make them a nation. You wouldn't even like to do anything in this damn country if we went for our energy and vibe. You're damn tramp. Right? Because you're a caveman. And cavemen and women don't know nothing. All they do is copy and paste. What about paste and copy? Alright then, paste and copy. Right? They can't create. Father says that. And he put no creativity in these children. None at all. Especially Satan. None. This is why Satan copies Father's name. Satan calls himself, wait for it, drum roll, the Most High. Yeah, they call copycat. That's why I don't use that name. I don't use that name. Because you have to address him as the Most High. And to please him, right? And I got this from Yulce's man. I said, don't want to hear it. He said, please. Go on then. And this is from Eminem. Right? The ones that you think, he's an idiot. Next one, comes up to me and says, T. I said, what man? Devil child. I just want to please Satan. I said, yo, well, I want to please Father. He said, how do you please Father? I said, I'm not telling you. He said, let me tell you, please. I want to please Satan. Tell me how you please the tramp. He said, the best way to make him happy, right, is to have sex. I said, yeah, I like sex. He said, with animals. I dropped my spliff. I said, you right? He said, there's more. He said, the best ones he likes is having sex with camels and mammals. Now, this is M&M, the white rapper boy. This is in his lyrics. Telling you the best way to please Satan is to have sex with animals, camels and mammals. Now, these artists, they're not artists. They're not stage show artists. They had to go to Satan, and Satan put a 33% spell on them, just like the Beatles. There's another 33% spell given by Alistair Cowley. Like, these are devil children, guys. They're not entertainers at all. They have no idea how to entertain. They're all devil children. But I should know. You know how many times they try to come to me? But he says, oi, that one, stay away. And they have to run off. They have to run off. Because I'm his inheritance. That's what it says, Dan. You damn tramp. Levites don't get nothing. Why? Because your inheritance is me. And I'm yours and you're mine. That's what it says, doesn't it? And it showed me 7 different times that that's the tribe you come from. I said, right. And the behavior, what you're doing is the behavior of the tribe of Levi. This is the behavior. And keep telling you, even before I knew what tribe I come from, I told you this. We want back the Ark of Covenant, right? And that's in Rome, the Vatican. And it so happens that who controls that? We do. Who looks after it? We do. Who's we? The Levites. They look after it. And all of a sudden I keep asking me for it. And I didn't even know I was a Levite then. But yeah, we want the Ark of Covenant. And don't forget, right, the Ark of the Covenant, little stealing tramp, there is a genie in the bottle in there, as you know. Because when you took it last time and your mates took it, they brought it back quickly and gave us gifts. They said, there's something inside it. So we know there is, you damn tramp. We want it back, Vatican. And we're coming for it, Dan. Make sure you ain't taking nothing out of it. Because we'll turn up the heat more in the lake of the fire. You damn tramp. You're too much of a little thief. We're going to show you that you work for things. And then you get the receipt and you put the receipt in the drawer. The drawer's full to the brim, guys. What? Receipts. Right? That's how grandma taught me how to do it. Right? Every mickle make a muckle. Right? That's what grandma says. Every 50p and the next 50p, it makes a pound. And then the next pound and the next pound, then you can get a £2 coin. I said, yes, grandma. Grandma, you damn tramp. She didn't teach me how to want to steal. She didn't sit down and plot and scheme how to rob off people and how to put cameras in their house. That's whiteness. That's wickedness. And we are not wicked. And you have to die for that. Right? Because Amos, chapter 9, verse 10 says, all, not some, all the sinners of my people will die by the sword. It's got a W in it. It's not sword, it's sword. Right? And children of Christianity is you we're talking to. And the question is to you, right? This last question. How can you be in an organization, right, that says it's all about Father, right? And it doesn't tell you Father's name. Shh. One more time. Shh. How can you be in an organization that's all about Father and his Son, and then the organization you're in doesn't tell you about Father, his name, or the Son? Shh. 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 Just go with that. Shh. They got you entangled believing in nonsense, but when you untangle it, you see it's connected to Satan. And if it's connected to Satan, it's connected to the lake of the fire. And children are already dead. Malachi 1:2-3 tells you that. They're already dead. In spirit, they're dead. They just walk in flesh, they're dead. And all they're doing is trying to get you to come with them. You're not dead. Father didn't say, I hate Gentiles. He just hates what you do. He didn't put no curse on you. He put a curse on them. Malachi 1:2-3. That's your strength. You've got to break away from these tribes. And whatever fear you got from them, give it to my people. And they would take it, and then you'll be frightened of them. And then you're nice. Then you're nice. I'm telling you how to break the curse, guys. It's spiritual warfare, guys. We're not talking about the flesh. Right? And these sons, they're out of the league. Out of the league now. These out of the league. Out of the league, these sons. You're a joke, though. Out of your league. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what spirits are coming in at. You're out of your league, though. Right? And any time you're ready to bring any 33% of the spirit, bring it, come. Please do it. We keep asking you to come out and show us your team. You can have sex with animals, you can do your thing, but no things with children. You can even drink blood in front of us, but no things with children. Come and show us the nastiness that you do to please Satan behind closed doors. Right? Because Father sees it all the time, and the angels around see all that nastiness that you're doing, all that filthiness that you're doing, and involving children in that wicked nastiness. Burning children as a sacrifice to Satan, giving people's children. You can hear the child crying, and you're giving it over to them demons, and you can hear the child crackling and popping. The Father says, don't worry, because the spirit of that child will rise. Right? But your spirit will go into the lake of fire. So you like to burn children, right? But you will be burnt forever in the lake of the fire. So anybody who took part in burning children, anyone who took any part in it at all, yours is the lake of fire. The lake. It's not like the prison. Right, that is a test press. The lake of the fire is Warrister, see, and that is for you, because you're a little boy, see, hiding behind a system, right? And it says in Revelations chapter 18, Revelations chapter 18. What's wrong? Oh, Babylon, Babylon is burning. It is burning. Who's doing that? The guys in the suits are crying, well, Babylon is burning. The guys in the suits, doesn't it say that? The guys that work for her in the suits, doesn't it say that? Doesn't it say that? The little stupid guys in the suits seeing Babylon burning. Oh, Babylon's burning. It says it. Revelations 18, look, the guys in the suits who work for her. This is a thing that's run by a woman. It's not no man, it's a woman. It's a demon woman. God's sake. One more. Holy Mary is the mother of God. Pray for us sinners now. Hear it again. Holy Mary is the mother of God. So if Mary is God, then who made God then? If Mary's God. Huh? But this is what the Pope says. The Pope says Mary is his God. Go and ask any bumperclap Pope who is father. He'll say it's a woman. It's the devil asked this thing he did, but you don't answer them questions. You don't answer them questions. How the hell can Mary be a God? Huh? That's what the Roman Catholic Church believe. The ones who changed our Sabbath day from a Saturday to a Sunday. We, the Catholic Church, change it from a Saturday to a Sunday. And then the whole world will have to bow down to the Roman Catholic Church. That's what it says. That's what it says. Right? And these white sons and these Asian sons and some of these African sons, they've got no love for humanity. Right? These sons here go with Satan and hurt the communities and hurt the people. These weak sons who are hiding behind this system. But Revelation 18 says, what? What's burning? Babylon's burning. Well, you're crying about that. Because now you know hard times. And all the hard times that people have had because of you. Now you're going to know about hard times. Praise you, Yah. Right? Because you don't even know how to do the basics. Right? You've taken away the basics from people and made them spastic to your stupid computer. The damn computer. You don't even have to have a conversation with anybody. You don't. You have no idea how to have a conversation with anyone. With common sense in it. Instead of cursing someone or, you know, the children, have you seen them? They're talking like they're black, little children. Doing everything what we used to do, these white children. They're so stupidly embarrassing. And when you look at them, they are soft as poo-poo. Soft as ruddy poo. Never been in a situation before. Never once. Just think because I've got a knife and I'm dressed up in black clothes and, you know, talk like black people. Don't look. You look stupid. Just be a white boy. Just do your pop. I'm talking your pop idols and your pop boys. What's all that? All pictures of boy bands and the girl. What's all that? Go back to that rubbish. You damn tramp. Go back to that. Spice Girls. And go back to that nonsense. Damn tramp. Because that's what sons you are. You're pop boy sons. These idiots, man. Proper idiots. Nothing militant idiots. So you didn't grow up in our day. You wouldn't even be able to come out. Damn tramp. What about Bullstall? You know about Bullstall? I just about missed it. Bullstall was scary. You go into Bullstall, you come out a brand new man. Because them man in there, them white men in there, had hands like shovels, mate. And they would, you'll come out there different when you go to Bullstall. It was so naughty that to stop it. And you can have a look at Bullstall with a film called Medvika. Just say to the computer, Medvika, and you'll get a film with Ray Winston in it, real bad boy film, Medvika. Nice film, about Bullstall. Good film. Britain in the 80s. No, 70s. Good film. Good film, man. Right, where are we now? Frankie Paul. Let's do some good. There's nothing to steal. If you want to steal it, steal it. Come on. Leave it open. If you want to steal, steal. I leave it all open. If you want to steal, steal. I'm taking this outside. That's it. Say hello to the crowd. The British, the good British. Dedication to the good British. Well, I'm British. But I'm indigenous English. I can't do that, can I? The indigenous English. That's the grandma and the grandpa. Good morning to our grandmas and good morning to all grandpas. I mean, look at Uncle Mervyn. This morning he said, Tony, we forgot to do the bell. I went, oh, thank you. This bell here. Because he comes out every morning, doesn't he? Does his cleaning. He's 95 years old now, my neighbour, my next door neighbour. I keep this as well, guys, because, you know, Father might take him in his sleep. And if I don't see him on the phone, then I know something's wrong. So if I knock the door and he doesn't answer it, then I'll just kick it off. And then if I see him sleeping there, then I'll just get the blanket, cover it and start crying, and then call the ambulance. Because I keep this because every morning he comes out and he does a sweeping. He sweeps my bit as well. I was telling my man as well about the camera just to keep an eye on him because he's 95 and Father's going to be calling him soon. And him and all his family are covered because out of everyone, guys, he was the only one who didn't turn against me. The only one. And boy, did they pressure him. Even push past him in his house, get him into sight, he wouldn't do it. And the bell rings as well. Uncle Mervyn, 95-year-old man. That's how wicked these people are. And this is my neighbour, next door neighbour. 1 footstep. This one has 17 footsteps. His racist one next door. And this one's been the problem all the time. This one in his little firm. They drive 666 private number plate devil cars from Satan with his name on it. Private number plate. You stay there. Like, we're looking out for people, you know. They put me here to try and devastate me with their little stupid man. But we turn it around on them because they bully people around here. They bully them around here. No more. We don't have that. When we first come here to drink alcohol, they even got the girls out here to call me a nigger when I walked past once. I desecrated them. But that was the energy around here at first. That was it. It was like a park bench walking by people drinking alcohol. What are you doing here? There was no respect here at all. And now because we bring respect here, right, they don't like us. Right? Around here when I first come here, right, it's like there was trees growing beneath the grounds. Trees. The whole perimeter. It took me 8 days and 11 black bags full to the brim. And not one of these tramps said thank you, apart from the rich people who bought their houses over that side. So when they open their curtain, they ain't got to see trees growing beneath the ground. And we put a spell on it. So you only have to do it once. So you don't have to keep doing it once. And have a look at it now. And we did that the first day we come here. Because we can't live somewhere that looks like a cult. I mean, you're dodging trees, you're jumping over trees and then closing your front door. Nah, spirits ain't going to come here. So I had to do all that. So they didn't like that. And then for ever since the good stuff I've been, even the hill, I've transferred the hill, me and the people, and people going on the internet thanking me and saying, well, why is he doing it? The council ain't doing it. Right, they're not talking about them things, are they? At all. At all, at all. You little tramps. Do you ever go out in your community and clean your community for free? No, you don't. You don't do nothing done. Just a ponce. Just a damn ponce. You get everything given to you. You've never worked for anything. Everything's given to you. This system is designed for you. But now Father's undoing it now. Now he's undoing it. Damn tramps. Want to come and show off when the system's giving you everything. If that's the case, then you should give to it. But no, you want to come and show off like rare. And then the little that we got, you want to come and take. But what I've got inside, you can't touch. You're scared of it. Of course you're damn scared of it. You damn tramp. Because it doesn't like you. Because there's no love in you. Because what Levi does, he defeats evil. Let me show you a trick. Let me show you a trick. Now, everything in Hebrew is in the name. Now, we hate evil. Now, we come from a tribe called Levi. Now, when you take the L from Levi, which is spelled L-E-V-I, when you take the L and you put the L where the I is, what does it say? It says evil. Then when you take the L back and put the L where the E is, what does it say? Levi. Levi defeats evil. Go and see it. Take the L off and put it where the I is. And what does it say? It says evil. Doesn't it not? Now take the L back and put it back. Put Levi. That's what it says. You're here to defeat evil. We don't like evil. We fight evil. You're too evil. Damn tramp. Who likes evil? You do, because it pays you. You get paid for it. Well, we don't get, but we get paid to fight evil. And you get paid to do evil. So let's go then. Let's bloody go, you damn tramp. We're ready for you now, bro. Why? Because it's a level playing field and we got Father now. Right, and he eggs us on. Sometimes just stand there and he just speaks. Right? But we want our children back. And that means Gentiles. Right? And we come to put you in the lake of the fire. Not bringing the children with you. No. We just want you in there. There it is there. That's the lake there in the dance. Right? The people that were here. Right? It doesn't say we want Gentiles in there. It says you. But you're using your brain to bring them and going on like you're not a Gentile, but you are, because the Bible says you are. Because when you go to Genesis chapter 10, verse 3, it says Ashkenazis. And when you see Ashkenazis, you always see that all the time when you see Ashkenazis. So you know who Ashkenazis are? They're the ones who jump up and down. So then we go back again. Where does Ashkenazis come from? They come from Gomer. So where does Gomer come from? Gomer comes from one of the three sons. I wonder which one that is. Does he come from Shem? No, Shem's us. Does he come from Ham? No, Ham is Africa next door. So he can only come from Japheth. So that means he's a Gentile. That's what that means. But Ashkenazis are telling everybody that you're a Gentile and you can do this and do that because you're a Gentile. But no, the Bible says you're a Gentile. Ashkenazi. That's what it says. And that's who you are. You're an Ashkenazi. And what's an Ashkenazi? It's a Russian. A Turk Russian. That's what it is. They're up and down. That's what it is. That's what it is. Right? And it's in the Bible. The Ashkenazi. Chapter 3, sorry. Sorry, guys, sorry. Chapter 10, Genesis, verse 3. Gotta say it right. If you make a mistake, doesn't matter. Say it right. Sorry. Genesis, chapter 10, verse 3. There's names in there. It's got a few sons, but that one stands out. And that's who they are. Ashkenazis. So they're not anything else but Gentiles. So they can't show off on you because they're a Gentile as well. So when they're making these books saying, you know, Gentiles we can kill, if a Gentile does this we can do that, we can have sex with their children, he's talking about himself as well because he is the Bible says he is. Right? And the scriptures does any man's words because the scripture was here before any man. Remember that, you damn tramp. You're an Ashkenazi, so that means you're a Gentile. You ain't no Shem at all, you damn tramp. Weird. Oh, yeah. Don't you wish I Sometimes Watching people, you don't know one. Right, and you Latinos, you ain't got nothing to shout about as well. You're even worse, man. You're even what Donald Trump exposed you on the sick. You're even worse, man. You're even worse. Now you find out so you've been stealing our money, what it was made for us. We don't want it. And children, do not fall for that trick, right? Like the government's been nice to you. No, they want you to join the one world order. Don't fall for that trick. It's scraps. Your kings, your queens, your emperor, your empresses. These things you give away. Father's not going to give us this stuff until we clean up inside. You cannot be a king or a queen or emperor and you've got that behaviour. You have to have this behaviour what Father's looking for. And not only that, he's going to change our hearts and our souls and everything. He just wants to see us trying a little bit. And you need to be calling his name. His name has power, guys. Listen to me. His name has power. Guys, listen to me. His name has power. His name is Yahuwah. And he controls the ruler. What is the ruler? Open your nostril. Go on, go play. That's the ruler. Anytime you do good, you put something in the wind. There's 4 winds now. There's 4 winds. Okay, now you put something in the wind for you because you done good. And it binds you, and it's going with your nostril, and it's in you. This is how it works, man. 4 winds. Remember, where we're going now. We are going to first book of Ezra, chapter 4, verse 35. Right? We're just going to jump down. We're not going to go into it. We're going to go to this part. The earth calls upon truth. Oh, there it is, miss. What else? The sky calls upon truth, and it blesses truth. It blesses truth. That's what it says. The earth calls upon truth, and the sky blesses truth. So, when you're doing the truth, remember, 4 winds. Now, one of these winds come to you because you're doing good. It blesses you. The sky, the ground, everything around you. It sees, it speaks, guys. The earth speaks. Take it from me. It speaks. This is why it tells you. The sky will bless you. The ground will bless you. It speaks, guys. You need to be in tune, and the only way you can do that is with this thing here. This here is not for the earth. This, no. This. So we're trying to get you to know that you've got this beautiful, beautiful thing inside. Because when I'm talking to this. I'm talking to your flesh because you wouldn't like me. Because you're so. But that's not your fault. That's the damn system. We're trying to take that out of you, but that takes time. But when we take that image stuff out of you, and you're just humble, then things can work for you. You need to get the system way out of you. Because the system is selfish. It's just self. Compete. Make money. There ain't no time for anything else. Right? And that's these stupid sons. And they can't even do anything good. Why? Because everything's in debt. The whole lot of them are in debt. They're trillions in debt. So, who is the idiot that's funding them? That is the question. Who is funding them? The bell rings as well. I know who's funding them. But nobody would even let you go £1,000 over. But these are trillions and trillions and trillions in debt. Trillions. All of the countries. All. Because they all work for Satan. The sons are all idiots, man. They're all weak sons. This is why Satan can come into them. And then they get one of them to be the head. And then they feed him, and then he goes against the rest of the country. This one tramp who's in charge. And this is how it works. So we're coming for you, sons. Father's going to cripple you. Because remember, it comes in 4 winds. And when you're sick and you can't get up, what are you going to do? Because your health is your wealth. Let me say it again. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Not you taking organs out of black people and putting it in yourself, rich white people. Those days are done. Done. Everything's coming for you now. And you who think, we're rich, we'll be alright. I can guarantee you, the more money you got, the more you're going to suffer. Let me tell you that. If you had any sense now, you'd give that money to good causes to let the sky and the ground bless you and change its mind. Because you can change its mind with good behavior. But you don't believe in good behavior, do you? You don't believe in doing anything good. You think you're too good for good behavior. But when they come to you, we're going to be doing screaming like the little idiots that you are. You didn't see the earthquake what Father did the other day? You didn't see it? You didn't see it, no? It just turned the ground to what? Putty. And what happened? Everything just drops. When people are in there, just drops. Just like that. Screaming, you little butty face. You think you control the earth, do you? So what happens when Father says, right, turn to putty. And the ground turns to putty. What happens? Everything crumbles. You saw it. You damn tramp. And there's more to come. You damn tramp. He's just letting you know it's his world. It's not yours. He controls it. He made it. He knows the measurements. You wasn't there. He even says, when I chuck down the thunder, do you know where I chuck it so it doesn't harm people? Huh? When I was doing the measurements of the world, was you there? That's what it says. He's asking you about it's your world. Who appointed you bits of land? Huh? Did I appoint you any bits of land? And then you got joy on your face. That's what it says, Miss. It says, did I appoint you any land to then bring joy upon your face? That's what it says, Miss. And you have to answer that. You know, savage. Going from town to town where Father put good children there with their resources so they can live and praise Father. What do? Because you're broke wherever you was, in a bleeding tent or in a damn cave, and then you came and done all this damage. Intermingled everyone. You got all these different light people who think they're something. Until when the sun comes and just burns them. Well, no one knows who you are. You're intermingled, guys. And it says don't intermingle. But Satan's like, nah, we'll make it a good thing. On that system, they make it a good thing. It's not a good thing. Mixing blood. No, you can't give blood. Blood is the human. That is the human, the blood. When Emmanuel, Jesus, come, he didn't leave his bones. He left the blood. That's the human. But Satan gets you drinking it. He gets you having operations to put in. So you got different humans in you. So you're messed up, man. You're messed up. Why do you think he told you to drink blood? Why? Because that's disrespecting the human. The blood is the human. So the moral of the story is, beautiful children, don't give blood. You got any blood problems, go and ask your father. Go and ask your father, because he's the one that gave you the problem, so he's the one who can take it out of you. Right? And they're not telling you these things. When you got earthquakes, they say, oh, it's climate change. What the hell is climate change? You're down trying. Anything not to tell you it's father, these people, because they don't want you to have father's power, because once you got his power, you don't need that idiotness. But this is what they're frightened of, because this is the time to get their children to get their own independence done. And feel good about themselves, because even I had to do that with Albany next door, because the way I was treating him at first is not right. But father's saying, you listen, it's his home as well. Show his qualities, what he can do as well. I said, very true, father. And this is what we do. We got to show people's qualities, man. When you're doing something, you do it with people. You uplift people. It's not one person doing it and the other person. No, uplift, 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 uplift. Keep it nice and level. And even I'm learning how to do this thing properly. Even I'm learning. Because I haven't had no human contact in years. Because of you lot, you do it. They want to keep us on our own. You know, so we just end up doing drugs and doing this, that. So then we don't get our blessings from father. But not me. I'm too strong for that. I've done too much prison, bro. Way too much prison. To be shocked by this nonsense. But it's you we come for, bro. Because you're trying to take away humanity. You and your stupid sons. We're absolutely fed up. Because father gave the world to 3 sons. Right? Not you sons at all. And he's coming back now to question you and put things right. But he's going to smash all this up. And then he's going to bring down a new heaven. And that heaven ain't for no one. Apart from 12 tribes of Israel mansions, it says. Let me tell you how long it is. The length of it is 1,500 miles. No, 1,500 miles, sorry. The height of it is 1,500 miles. This is the new heaven what Father's bringing down in Jerusalem. And nobody can come in unless you are with one of the 12 tribes' children. Because it's got 12 tribes, it's got 12 mansions, sorry. And it belongs to the 12 tribes of Israel children. So if you're connected to them, then you come in that way. That's how you come in. You don't come in through because you like Jesus and you don't get on with the kids. No, then there's animosity. That doesn't work at all. It doesn't work at all. And it's the kids' show. Right? You learn from these kids. It's not you. You learn from these kids. This is what they were created for. This is what they was created for, these children. To lead father's dance. This is nothing else is important. This is his dance. This is what is going on. Whether we like it or not, it'll just kill you. This is what's going on. His dance. He's recreating his kingdom. And his name is Yahuwah. And his son's name is Yeshua, who you call Jesus. We're going to have to use that name because we have to still get the people who's using that name out of it. But it has no power, guys, when you call them names. No power at all. It's like saying in English, let there be light. You'll be saying it until you're an old man or woman. But if you say it in Hebrew, let there be light, there will be light. Now, if you say Jesus, there will be no Jesus. But if you say Emmanuel, you'll get him and you'll get Father. Why? Because Emmanuel means Elohim is with you. That's what the name means. And it's not E, it's I. Emmanuel. When you call them by their names, they're there. The earth shakes. Because the earth was created by them. And they are scared of Father. When Father shows up, they run. The trees, if Father says, wait, and he loves it. He's just showing off now, he loves it. When the earth gets up and says, children, wait, and the earth relax. No, I'm not joking, Dan. He's the greatest. You have no idea. Right, but this system keeps you away from it with and but that time's done, Esau. There's no humanity in that. That time's done. And you've hurt humanity. That time is done. Right, people need to know about Yahuwah and his son Yeshua. That is the dance done. There's nothing else that's important. Right? Otherwise you're going to get caught in Satan's dance. Because Father still gave him a dance for 7 years, which is only 1 week. It's only a week. It's only a week. And in that week will be devastation and destruction. That's right to figure it out. It's 2 D's. Devastation and destruction. And then he's going to let the fairy out. Then the birds are coming out to eat you. It's worries, done. It's worries. Worries. Worries, guys. Right? So now we're just giving you a choice because you're beautiful lost children like myself. The system's done that. No problem. But now you're in trouble. Why? Because you know his name now. So you're in trouble. Because when he comes, you can't say, Father, I didn't know. You see, you're too lying. Because I raised my prophets up in the morning, I raised up in the afternoon, and I raised them up in the evening to tell you these things. And he told you, right? What you do with the information now is down to you. You can't say you haven't been told. And if you know his name, and you know his father's name, and you ain't been doing your homework, then you're gonna go in that fire with them lot. With them lot, that lake of the fire. Malachi, 1, 2, 3, them lot. That's who they are. Malachi, chapter 1, verse 2 and 3. Read it, man. Read it. That's guaranteed. You. Doesn't say anywhere about you, Gentiles, that you're going to do. It just doesn't like what you do. Right? He would kill what you do, but he didn't say going to kill you. Right? And that is a boost, right? Because he's going to kill them. So you're better than them. That's what you got to see done. You're better than them. Because they got a death wish on them. You haven't. Unless you carry on being like them, then you're going to go in the lake of the fire. And I can't say no simpler than that, guys. And that is the dance, beautiful children. That is the dance. Beautiful children. That's the dance, man. Right, I'm ready to go. Come on, let's go. I'm going out. I'm going out. Let's go. I need to speak to Father outside. I know. What do I do? Shut down, shut down. Shut down. Roy. One child up. One child in a miss. One child in a... I know. What can I say? Roy. And it continues. Right, let's take it outside now. Right, guys, I'm going outside now to a little bookie. Yeah, guys, get to know Yahuwah. I'm not joking, I'm serious. Get to know Yahuwah. Right, he'll be a husband to you. Don't you want him to... Why wouldn't you want him to be a husband to you? Why not? Why wouldn't you want to put this ruler in you? And then everything's just like, whoa, it's like magic. Whoa. It's like you're floating, man. Why wouldn't you want to float? Why not? Come on, man, it's there for you as well. Beautiful children. Right, I'm going out now to go play some music and have some fun. I'll see you when I get back. Bye. I did, I'm waving. I said bye. No, he doesn't want me to go in it. Come on. I know, he always does this. Come on, I need to go out. He won't let me go. Oh, for damn sake. Come on, let me go. I'm telling Miss, he won't let me go. Right, he will now. Right, come on. Right,